How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I'm your host, FaZe Crypto, and I think that it's about time we make a video on Tron because there's been so many different requests to make a video on Tron, and I think that it's important that we address some of the FUD that's been spreading around about Tron, and of course, looking at Tron in the overall context of its performance in the cryptocurrency space. Of course, it is pretty cool to see how a lot of these cryptos have been managing to withhold at these new levels that they've been at, which is pretty cool for a lot of people who invested earlier in the week. Now, of course, people who invested a few days ago are not necessarily riding the same wave upward momentum, unless you got something like Ethereum Classic, which has been sort of blowing the expectations out of the water. But in this video, I want to talk about why Tron is still on my list of cryptos that I'm pretty excited about, still paying attention to. Of course, the new TRX 20-based USDT will support Tron's growth network of decentralized applications, including its popular DApps. And this is an interesting tweet right here. Links to this article, which is the Daily Hodl, Justin Sun's Ethereum's of course date for new USD Tron stablecoin. Now in a new episode of Crypto Chick podcast, Justin Sun, founder of Tron and CEO of BitTorrents, now of course details of the recent USD Tron stablecoin announcement. This is an interesting article. Goes on to include the quote, "The stablecoin is the most important thing when we come to the infrastructure and whole industry." And we got some interesting articles as well on here. Tron-based USD to launch in 3 days. We're getting lots of interest from these industrial developers, Justin Sun says. It is interesting to follow Justin Sun. Whether you like it or not, he is a big figure in the cryptocurrency space because of the work that he's doing with Tron. And of course, Tron remains at the vanguard of the blockchain community, and despite all the controversy surrounding this popular crypto, Justin Sun is undoubtedly one of the most prominent personalities in the crypto ecosystem. And that's basically what I'm getting at is, all the time, Justin Sun is constantly, under this microscope, Tron's founder on more efficient stable coins. And I think, under these circumstances, Justin Sun is doing his best job to bring Tron fully realized. And I want to draw your attention. Facebook won't stop being quote sketchy, and more security news this week. All these different things happening with of course Facebook running into these different problems and stuff, definitely giving the decentralized internet its day in the sun. And that's one of the reasons why the decentralization of the internet is something that's so near and dear to a lot of people's hearts, because especially the different problems that we're seeing rising up with Facebook and all these different things, management of data, the overall functionality of the internet. It becomes readily prominent that a solution needs to rise up, and I think it could come from the cryptocurrency space. I think that it is pretty likely, and Tron is setting itself up as a candidate to really be playing a significant role as these things really hit that fundamental boiling point. Of course, we've got dubbed crypto's hot new trend, staking raises more major security risks. This is an interesting tweet. No, it's a news article, but definitely go and check that news article out. It's I was reading this right before I started making this stream, and it is interesting. In staking and investor-owned tokens are placed in blah blah blah. Definitely go and read this. It just talks 3 security risks crypto investors face while staking it. It sheds light on a topic that we're often talking about on this channel, but cryptocurrency adoption on the rise in Slovenia, and that's interesting. I think crypto adoption is something that's going to be a slow crawl, but when we get there, I think once the momentum builds, it'll be pretty interesting. Of course, crypto and blockchain weekly wrap up. This article is something that I wanted to click on as well. While we have the time in this video, of course, Bitcoin's rally. The most likely and the catalysts for Bitcoin's surge of 22.56%, and now it sits above 5,000, while the market is exceptionally ecstatic about the rise. A series of assumptions, reasons, and predictions were made throughout the week. Bitcoin is overbought being one of them. Algorithmic trading. Bitcoin's next target is $6,000. And of course, this part right here, which I want to get into, altcoins performances. And if you guys want, definitely make sure that you guys check out this article. I mean, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it talks about blockchain developments, regulatory developments, bank to support for crypto traders. I think this article definitely does paint a pretty interesting picture of the roller coaster ride that we've been going on. But of course, this right here, Ripple XRP, the idea of it being undervalued, which I believe still, I think all cryptocurrencies are undervalued at this point. In the long term, they are undervalued, but of course, in the short term, it's anybody's guess what's going to happen. I mean, it could go down from where it is right now, or it could go up. But I expect things to move sideways from where they are right now, for the most part. But interledger protocol, of course, the Ripple innovation can connect banks, mobile money platforms. I don't think anybody, really questions the fact that cryptocurrency, the technology has its place, in the future. Just digital and all these things. It's pretty common sense stuff. It's not very groundbreaking to say, but at the same time, I think people underestimate what will happen in the short term. At the same time, there's another side of the fence where people are overestimating what could happen. But of course, I mean, I could just tell one thing. I mean, the fact of the matter is, I know for certain that the old guard way of managing data and stuff has its flaws. And the fact of the matter is, the decentralization. Anytime I hear decentralized, just has a good ring to it. I mean, as far as the day-to-day goes with Tron, I know that it has its flaws, to address some of the FUD that we've been seeing about it. But at the end of the day, I mean, everybody's responsible for their own decisions. I mean, if you don't like Tron, if you're a person, then just don't buy it. I mean, that's perfectly fine. Nobody really, they're going to continue doing their thing. And for those of us who want to make money, and of course, we're going to take the risk, because these different cryptos and stuff are, seeing these gains. And personally, I never go all in on it, but I mean, it is all, and I would never really go all in on any particular crypto. But of course, you have to be a skilled trader to have the ability to perform at certain levels. But I do think that there is a lot of potential for Tron inbound, in particular. April, May, this second half of 2019. Can't believe we're already here, but it is what we have to deal with. Regardless, all that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys connect with us on Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber, as always. Make sure that you guys send us tweets or recommendations for stuff that you'd like to see in future videos on there. We're always interested in hearing your feedback. What do you guys think about Tron? Do you think that bull run potential is inbound, or do you think that there needs to be some more foundation stuff that needs to happen in the cryptocurrency world before we see things actually start go up and running? Of course, mass adoption is a conversation that it needs to happen on like a wider scale, but I suppose that'll be something that we'll put on the back burner and probably talk about in a future video. But for now, I think that we've covered a lot of good topics, a lot of interesting information. I'm glad we were able to go over a lot of these different articles, but in the long run, I think that any crypto in the top 100 ranking, I would say, you know, excluding a few. I think that, you know, there are some good projects on there, but of course, I mean, we're going to see thousands of cryptocurrencies just probably go out of existence before the real, you know, it is a Game of Thrones sort of scenario when it comes down to it, but I suppose we'll see how things go in the long term. But yeah, for now, make sure that you guys comment down below letting us know what you guys think about this video. What do you guys think about Tron? Personally, I mean, I'm pretty bullish on where it can go in the short term. You know, this Tron-based USD to launch in 3 days could be pretty substantial. But all that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Stay relevant, everybody, and have a good one.